He's very fast.
Jason from Blackburn Rovers.
I love Jason Roberts.
He's a good striker.
He's Grenadian.
He's got an MBE.
We love Jason Roberts, MBE.
Blackburn Rovers striker Jason Roberts landed in Grenada in June. And if anyone had any doubts beforehand, the welcome proved the Barclays Premier League star is loved by people on this Caribbean island. This trip was a chance to catch up with old friends and also continue his charity work for the community. After a long, hard campaign in the Premier League, most players would go to somewhere like Grenada purely for pleasure. But this rover was reviewing the work of the Jason Roberts Foundation, naturally a cause close to his heart.
Every summer I come over to see how the foundations go in and see the different things we've been doing on the island. But actually this time we're here to have a look at the Kids League we just started, which is going to go all around the island. Now I want to give these same kids the opportunity to put it on another stage, to be able to go and play against local teams, get that camaraderie you have when you play in the same team, play against other kids from different areas, get to know people and have healthy lifestyles. So that's something that we're trying to do. So to have the opportunity to start the youth league is hopefully it's going to change people's lives on the island. To give these kids the opportunity to do that, it feels like we've achieved something.
The island of Grenada has a population of just 110,000 and sits 100 miles off the coast of Venezuela. The Isle of Spice is rich in history and offers a picturesque setting for much of the foundation's work. Though born in London, Jason is of Grenadian descent, and it's no exaggeration to say he's probably the island's favourite son. The World Show was last here with Roberts in 2008, so how much has changed since then?
The charity's been progressing year on year. We've been able to have the Floodlight League, which has been a big deal in Grenada. A lot of the parishes, a lot of the open green spaces, there's no lighting, so once the sun goes down, nothing happens. So to be able to have nighttime football, it's fantastic because the whole community comes out and you find a lot of parents spend time with their kids while they play football.
Thanks to the support of the foundation, the island has a full-time coach. Gary Mulcahy spent 16 years behind the scenes at Fulham before swapping the streets of West London for these pitches in the West Indies.
I think Jason wanted to get people playing the sport, really. That was the first objective. Go out, set coaching sessions up, go into schools, Saturday morning sessions. I was doing about 20 to 25 sessions a week, getting out there, getting the name known, and I was basically doing a session in every parish. You know, so it's getting the name out there at first and getting the brand known that this is what we're doing.
The Jason Roberts Foundation is now in its 4th year, and during that time lives have been touched not just in Grenada but also in the UK, specifically in London, where Roberts first fell in love with the game.
In Stonebridge, which is a stone throw away from Wembley Stadium, that's where our new office is, and you know there's a lovely astroturf there, just backs onto Jason and I's first primary school. Jason's uncles, Dave Regis and Cyril Regis, are from the area as well, so it was only natural. Years ago we started a soccer school called On the Ball, and years after that, you know, we just thought that we'd have to make this a little bit more formal, and that's why we started the foundation, you know. And we do anything from summer schools there and soccer schools. In the UK, we're trying to twin what we're doing in Grenada. But obviously the levels in which people participate are slightly different here, so it has to be adjusted.
Earlier this year, Jason's charity work was recognised when he was awarded an MBE, an honour which took him completely by surprise.
I got a letter and I thought, what joker has got the Queen's emblem on headed paper, because someone's winding me up. Yeah, but obviously I made the phone calls and realised it was genuine. The whole day I remained pretty cool. You know, I'd never been to the palace before, and I thought, yeah, you know, this would be a cool day. And I got within about 10 feet of the Queen and I absolutely lost it. I have never been as nervous as that ever in my life, and I can't imagine a situation where I'd be that nervous again. It was surreal, really.
Mr. Jason Roberts for services to football and to sport in Grenada.
She asked me if there's any different playing for Blackburn as opposed to Grenada. We spoke a little bit about that, and she pinned on the award, obviously, and then that was it. It must have lasted about 30 seconds, but it felt like 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, it was huge for me, because I felt like it was a reward for everyone who's given all the people who supported the charity. I feel like it was a vindication of some of the things we've done, and a spur to continue our work and to do even more and touch even more people's lives.
Jason's royal recognition only added to the hero status he enjoys in Grenada. His MBE was formally celebrated during his trip at the island's St George's University.
We recognize him to be an inspiration to many young Grenadians who would not otherwise aspire to be in that position. They can now look to Jason and say, I can be like him. So for us, it's a wonderful thing. I'm extremely proud of Jason.
Roberts' achievements haven't gone unnoticed by some of his contemporaries. Also out in Grenada were former Arsenal and Liverpool legend Michael Thomas and Aston Villa old boy Ian Taylor, who were on hand to lend their support to the foundation.
Mr. MBE, for what he's done in the community and for the island of Grenada is a fabulous achievement, and it's well deserved, and it's part down to the people behind him as well who's helped him.
Firstly, Jason's a massive role model for these kids that live here. Obviously they'll just see him on the TV most days and scoring a few goals for Blackburn Rovers, but to have him here, physically here, to push them on and to guide them should be amazing for these kids, and he is definitely someone that they should be looking up to.
It may be one of the smallest countries in the Western Hemisphere, but for Roberts, Grenada remains a magical location and a home from home.
It's a fantastic island. Everyone looks after each other. There's a community spirit. People view their neighbours as family, and I think that's something that's very important. I come from a big family in Grenada, so obviously I have a lot of neighbours and a lot of family. No matter what people have, they feel that they're lucky to be on this island. I mean, it's a great lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that lends yourself to spending time with family and spending time with the people that you care for. Anywhere in the Caribbean, people love football. Maybe the facilities aren't what we know in Europe, and maybe the organisation's not what we know in Europe, but at the same time, the love for football is huge. When I played for Grenada, and when I made my decision to play for Grenada, it was something more important than football. It was about putting something back to the community I came from, and to be able to do that, I think has been the biggest thing in my career.
One initiative that's in its infancy is the development of women's football on the island. Roberts visited the Golden Strikers, one of just a handful of female teams in Grenada. The squad benefits from the coaching sessions the foundation has set up.
A lot of the women playing here have never played football before, the thought hasn't gone through their mind. Since we put on these classes, we have 15 to 30 women, grown women, all do different things, just here enjoying football, having the opportunity to run around, kick a ball about, enjoy what football can give you, what sport can give you, and a lot of situations these ladies wouldn't have had this opportunity. So for them to do that with us, and us to be able to lay that on, has made me very, very proud. And I know a lot of these ladies have never played before, like I said, but come Wednesdays and Saturdays, they're here and they're committed to what they're doing and they're enjoying it.
Definitely life-changing, yes. And I hope he gets far with it, I mean, not international, obviously, but I mean, get to have other women on the island interested and having other teams so that we can have some nice competition.
What people are getting to realize is that you get, good exercise with it, and you don't really realize it because you're so caught up in the game and the team efforts and everything, so it definitely is helping a lot of people.
It's not just on the field that the foundation is making an impact. In April this year, they sent Blackburn Rovers Community Trust teacher Joanne Watson to Grenada to help the education system on the island with a series of workshops designed to inspire children and teachers alike.
Well, Joanne Watson came here and spent a day with the beautiful kids behind me. They did classroom work. They had a nice interactive session. And the children enjoyed it very much. Did you enjoy Joe Watson? Say yeah! All right.
I got to go into several schools and work directly with the kids and also observe them being taught by their teachers to see what actually goes on in the island schools. One of the main reasons, of course, why I went over there was to do some teacher training. So we took residence in the university, St George, for the day, and I think we had about 25 teachers who had booked in, but after the huge media drive that had gone ahead, we got 47 teachers just turning up, wanting to be a part of it and wanting to take something away from it.
She taught me a lot. When we came out from the workshop, we was enlightened. She gave us a lot of interesting ways to do lessons using sporting activities. You know, using simple little things what we probably wouldn't even think about. So it was good. I learned a lot from her because even now I still use some of the techniques what she showed us.
The education programme is just another example of the impact the Jason Roberts Foundation has had, and it's clearly appreciated.
You could see it on my face. I am in love with that man. He is really a good son of the soil, and we hats off to Jason, and we wish him well in his endeavours, and we hope that he will continue to do what he's doing, and God will continue to guide him and protect him and make him just shine for us in Grenada and the world, England included.
The children on the island will also benefit following the launch of the Youth Premier League at the National Stadium, a project designed to get kids into the game at an early age. The league opened with a flurry of colour and excitement and a team parade featuring a few familiar kits which have been donated from England.
It's a humbling moment, to be honest, to see all these kids looking so well turned out, so looking forward to enjoying playing football on a stage like this in Grenada is very, very humbling. So it's a big day for us and I'm feeling really good about it.
The opening matches marked a new milestone for the island and for the Jason Roberts Foundation. Working together with the Grenada Football Association and the Ministry of Sport, close to 100 teams featuring under-10s to under-16s, totalling over 1,200 children from the villages and schools registered to play in the tournament. They'll take to the field every second Sunday, with the finals to be staged at the National Stadium in September.
Kids, individually, I've seen some technical skills which are good, but long term, I've said this league is about the next 10, 20 years, and hopefully we can develop the players so they're good enough for the national team and expand the expertise and the technical ability of hundreds of these players.
It's really wonderful. It's an experience that I didn't think the boys could have imagined, and we really appreciate Jason and the foundation for such a tremendous opportunity.
Celebrating his MBE was rewarding for all those involved with the foundation, but it's making a difference on the island today and long into the future that motivates Jason.
I'm just happy that the personality that he is. He's really, if I must say so myself, a nice guy, a nice man. And that is what I'm proud of more than his achievement.
Having come from football, I realised just how important it is not to rest on your laurels. And yes, we've been relatively successful in the 4 years we've been running, but there's so much more to do. The awards are fantastic, but just touching people's lives and affecting people through education and sport and to motivate them to be better people is what we're here for. And to be involved in that at the level we are, obviously, I'm so happy about it and so proud to be part of it.